So there are 13 other nations right now going to war, and they declared a coalition war against Babylon. Will Babylon survive? Again, even though Babylon's only had 2 cities, they've kind of been in the heart of the campaign where they're, obviously in their location, they're right in between Asia, Africa, and Europe, and they've been playing a pretty, I think, safe game for the most part. They've always been somewhat strong, especially obviously with their science and their great scientists and stuff like that, but could we see it? They're definitely getting a lot of pressure from their eastern front with Persia as well as their southern front with Arabia. So, as I've said many times, the Babylonian capital will be very tough to take. Again, it is in between these 2 rivers, as well as they do have the support from their north with these mountain ranges. So, it will be tough to push in from Persia's side. Persia does have a Persian trebuchet, as well as they do have their crossbowmen. The pikemen will be a good use of their melee units, but there aren't very many tiles that enemy units can place to attack Babylon directly. And you can't forget that Babylon naturally is going to be a harder city to take more than others because they have the walls of Babylon. 59 city defense is pretty damn good compared to the rest of the world. That's pretty strong. Even Delhi here at 18 citizens, that is pretty damn good. I'm just kind of like trying to get a general look at 59 might be one of the toughest cities to take in the entire game. 59 city defense. And remember, it's only 1130. It's only, 1130 AD. I don't even know why I'm just really distracted by this. 59 city defense. No one even comes close to that. So that's going to be tough. This one's really close. 56. And there's a couple of Mongolian cities that are around the 50s, but it seems like the city defense in Babylon is the best. So here's a 57. Wow, very strong East Asian cities to take. But it looks like the capital of Babylon is number 1. It's going to be difficult now. Arabia also serves a pretty important role here. They're coming in from the south with some cannon units, some more pikemen, more melee units. Again, Arabia is getting stronger and stronger. If they're able to pick up a few cities away from Babylon, this is going to be huge. This is going to be huge. Ethiopia was able to take Memphis away from Babylon, who Babylon actually took away from Egypt a few turns ago. But let's see exactly who is going to benefit and if Babylon is going to be able to survive. We also, have to pay attention to the colonization. There's an awesome colonization that's going on. And it looks like actually Babylon might be doing their own offensive against Thebes here. Thebes is completely undefended. Completely. And it's something that I was noticing over the break. Look at this. Look at this. Zulu have riflemen. Do you see any riflemen nearby? No. Morocco's got musketmen, but they do not have... they've pretty much upgraded almost all of their impies to riflemen. That is crazy. Yeah. So not only do they have a huge military, but they also have, more than likely, the technological advantage here. Jeez. Okay, new ideology. Good. China's also gotten up the Red Fort. Okay, we got a peace between Carthage and Babylon. Doesn't really mean much. Where are you going with your troops? How crazy would that be if Babylon decides to... Wait a second. Babylon is actually rushing towards Constantinople, which is strange, because more than likely, I think the Ottomans are going to take that. Yeah, the Ottomans are going to take that next turn, no doubt. That's dumb. Babylon doesn't realize that Thebes is completely undefended. But again, Thebes might not... Babylon, obviously, I doubt actually sees that, Arabia has... 0 units down here defending Thebes. They have a camel archer and a crossbow, and that's nothing up against their pretty good-sized military at the moment. Okay, so let's check exactly what the ideologies went for. We have Korea choosing order. All right. Are we going to see another divide here? And the Zulu choosing autocracy. So we've got 2 civs so far choosing, I think, autocracy, right? So we have Korea choosing order, and then the Huns and Zulu, of course, choosing autocracy. So I think that's going to be a common, or I guess a reoccurring theme within the rest of this campaign, is the big ones that everyone denounced, like Carthage, like the Ottomans. Who else? Who else has everyone denounced? But maybe Mongolia. No one's denounced Mongolia, even though they're very expansive. I guess the Ottomans are the other one. I think they're all going to choose autocracy. All the nations that are kind of the hate of the world. Now, we have to really look at who exactly are the big tourism civs. Right now, Rome is. Rome has 10 tourism. Good for Rome. India is at 12. Carthage is at 12, too. That's probably because they stole a lot through all the cities they've been taking. Oh, Arabia at 26. Oh, my gosh. Okay, well, now I have actually a reason to argue that Arabia could be a super sleeper cell here. A super sleeper cell, a super sleeper civ cell. At 26 tourism right from the very beginning. That's pretty amazing. I'm actually really impressed. Ethiopia is at 18, but I mean, easily they could be caught. They could catch up. Zulu are at 14, but damn, I'm impressed. I'm really impressed. But yeah, so I think everyone, for the most part, the world, just because like Korea is allied to everybody, I think most of the world is going to continue down order with Korea, along with Korea, while a lot of the denounced nations choose autocracy. And I'm not sure exactly if anyone's going to choose freedom. We'll see. I think most of the alliance will stick together. That seems to be kind of a common theme, is most of the alliances tend to stick together. All right, you better defend Thebes, buddy. Will Constantinople drop to the Ottomans? It should. Yeah, there's a janissary right there. There's an Ottoman janissary right there. How about Persia? Do you continue to press in? Siam is also coming for a sneak. Siam's actually, I think, going for Babylon here. Siam is at war with Babylon, and they're just sending over a crap load of units over towards the capital. Look, it looks like maybe Siam has the best chance of maybe taking Babylon if they can maneuver their troops around, and looks like they might. So Constantinople fell, and there goes Byzantium. Byzantium still has one more city, but I mean, they're pretty much done. They don't have anything. Their units are never going to regroup to take hold of that city, so I think we'll see someone like, oh, Egypt made peace with Babylon. I think we're going to see someone like either Persia. Persia would be smart to declare war. Siam needs the city. Siam really needs another city since they only have 2 right now. And they're not colonizing Australia like China is. They're not just being a beast. Denmark is the other civ that's actually on the verge of colonizing North America. They're about to do it right now. Hopefully they don't settle in the tundra. That's not the best choice ever. So what's the ranking so far? So we had France here first, then the Zulu, and then here's a good one to look at. We had the most wonderful people. Harun al-Rashid is actually at number 1 with 7 wonders. Wow, no wonder they're dominating. China at 5, Gandhi at 4, Korea at 4, Genghis Khan at 2. That's surprising, but I've seen a couple of these ones that have been picked up. Ethiopia at 2, Japan at 2. Austria at 1, a lot of people at 1. Wow, how crazy is that Ramses has none? Obviously, I know that Thebes had fallen to Arabia, and that's more than likely why they are number 1 at wonder holding, I guess. They're not really a wonder whore, but I imagine that's probably why. Wow, so yeah, we have France number 1, Zulu number 2, Mongolia 3, I think, Alaska, and then Denmark will be the 4th civ in that order to colonize the Americas. I mean, I think the real winner here is China. I don't know why. I'm just so happy that China went down here, and they've I don't know, they made it such a high priority for them to colonize Australia. But someone needs to get the Great Barrier Reef. I don't know why no one has gotten that yet. Egypt's now publicly denounced Babylon, so even though they peaced out, they're still pissed off. And oh man, a lot of are these Mongolian settlers going for Australia? They've got to be. I guess they could be going for an island or so. So an island down here in the South Pacific. Maybe. We'll see. They're definitely coming down here for something. I don't know if it's for what it's for. Oh, Porcelain Tower by Korea. Whoa, Korea. That's a good one. That's a good one for a possible science victory. Are there any more? Oh my gosh. Now Mongolia is heading across the Pacific Ocean. We also have a Korean privateer over this way. I think the same thing. The same exact scenario. The Zulu are kind of heading across the Atlantic Ocean towards South America. We're going to see the same thing, Mongolia. They're the same. I want to see these guys go to war against each other, but unfortunately, they're pretty much on the opposite ends of the earth. They're never going to meet up unless, of course, Mongolia dominates colonization in North America, and then, vice versa, Zulu dominate in South America. I don't think anyone's going to get to South America. For the most part, I don't think anyone's going to get out here. Unfortunately, I really thought Spain would hold some sort of power out here. France doesn't have any settlers. Spain is the only one that has settlers. So when they freaking get off their ass and go discover North America, they're going to grab, they can easily grab 3 cities really fast. They've got 3 settlers out here. It just depends on how long is it going to take them, though. That's the whole thing. How long is it really going to take? So the Ottomans are done with Byzantium. And how is this going on? So Siam is pushing forward. Looks like Arabia has kind of retreated a bit here. Now they're kind of pushing forward again. There's just not enough tiles. There's not enough tiles for to take. I don't think there's enough tiles for the AI to use to take Babylon. And, the AI is going to be dumb. And it's going to attack across the river. That's another issue. And, to take a city defense of 60 right now, That's tough, because these units are like, what, at 20? The Siamese elephants? Maybe 20, 30. So, I mean, you've got to really surround them, and it doesn't even look like Siam. Yeah, so Babylon's going to be safe. Again, Babylon is going to be safe. Also, did you guys notice the Carthaginian citadels that they did? Look, what a dick move, man. Carthage, you are a dick, but man, that is funny. Antium has like no tiles left. Oh my gosh. And there's no possibility, I don't think, of a general getting inside this territory now. It's just a matter of time before someone just takes it over, like Carthage, maybe. Carthage still has a very small military. I don't know if they just have been lacking it or what, but they still have a really small military. Even though Spain went to war with Rome and lost a lot of their military, it looks like they've pretty much got it back up. Practically got it back up. Okay, what is this? So China is secretly plotting against Indonesia. Oh, so we might see an Australian war break out. That would be fun. The first colonization war, the first war because of, or I guess you could call it imperialism, kind of. I guess we could also call this, at least settling in Australia, maybe imperialism, possibly. Let me go ahead and switch around my spies and figure out where else we can go. Let's go to, I don't know, there's a lot of different choices here. Sweden and Denmark have played so quietly. What are they thinking? I'm going to go ahead and do it. They've played so quietly. Let's go over towards Sweden and Denmark. They just haven't been doing anything. I should check on how many settlers they have and what Sweden is doing to discover more territory. Okay, let's see what these Scandinavian countries are doing. Probably some of the weakest in the game. I think they're at the bottom of the score. The Celts, Alexander, and Maria. Okay, so no. Technically speaking, whoa. Okay, so Harold's right here, and Sweden is right here. So they're right next to each other. I do forget that Sweden does have a city out this way. I'm so surprised it stayed alive, though. Kind of a miracle that it's still around. But yeah, I mean, do they have much of a settler? Do they have many settlers? No, they don't have anything out there. They definitely have access over this way. Sweden does, at least, and so does Denmark. Denmark can easily squeeze through here. Has Denmark settled? Yes, they have. Boom. Terrible location. Again, the AI is going for copper. Lots of copper for a terrible location. Not the smartest choice. East Asia is going to be the colonizer of North America. Yep. That is what is going to happen. Do we see any more settlers? Not yet. It doesn't look like it. A lot of troops venturing off this way. Still waiting for Spain. Still waiting for Spain. Another Zulu settler. Oh my gosh. That is scary. I don't know what you guys are going to do. I don't know. Well, it looks like there's not much of a military movement over towards South America, at least from the Zulu standpoint. Oh, but there's another settler coming. Holy crap. You guys. Someone has got to stop these guys. Ethiopia, you're the last hope. Ethiopia is like the wall of the world. Like, if Ethiopia falls, the entire world can fall, potentially, to the Zulu. Egypt certainly has no chance. Actually, no, because I forgot about these three nations here, or these three cities here. But, the Zulu, their main military force is obviously within most of South Africa. Jeez, man. Okay, so how's Babylon doing? What's going on with India? Oh my gosh. Is China going to go to war with India? I'm seriously impressed with China, though. I should really be bringing up China more, because I talk about the Zulu and Mongolia, but at the same time, China's very expansive as well. China is I think they're maybe the third biggest, about the third biggest nation. So yeah, I mean, they're going pretty hard as well. I can't wait for the more ideologies to kind of pop out. Here goes more Mongolian settlers. So we've got, I know we have a few going down towards, actually this guy might be trying to settle, no, he can't settle there. So we've got two here and one out going across mainland Japan. This guy, I think he's going for California. He might be going for California. Oh, there's another settler up here. Holy crap. So this guy's going to settle more of Alaska, I think. And here go the Mongolians. Here go the Mongolians. Look at this English caravel moving all the way around the bottom part here of South America. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm just gonna abstain. I'm not gonna do anything. I fixed. Wait, who's the new? Who's the new? Okay, yeah. So I just obviously abstained my vote. So that's why you see Persia now at #1. I don't know how. What do you guys have? Oh, that's right. You built the Forbidden Palace, right? Yeah, yeah, of course. So yeah, so Persia's taken the new host, so that's good. And I wonder who's going to be the next voter. Hopefully it's not me. It actually might be. It tends to be the human player gets a vote, even if it's a huge tie, which I really, really don't like. Hate that. In a normal game, that just seems like an unfair advantage. Why give it to the human player? You know, I mean, coin flip it or something, but don't give it to the human player if it's a tie. That's not fair. Okay, so India has denounced Persia. Now, how is India going to respond to all this? They've stayed quiet. And India is strong. But India has a lot of threats from all different sides. You have a very strong Chinese empire just to their east. You have Mongolia to their northeast. You've got the Huns, technically, who can bring in some troops over here. And then, of course, you got Persia, and then Siam and kind of Byzantium, who are just kind of annoying. India has got to be careful here. They've played really, really good now that I think about it. I mean, they're in the middle of just a huge cluster of just grossness. I mean, they've got very, very strong civs completely around them, very warmongering civs. I guess, actually, the Huns are only technically the warmonger. I always kind of consider Mongolia as a warmonger, even though he totally isn't. He really has not warmongered at all. And I think part of the reason is what tends to happen with the AI, what tends to happen with most games is that Mongolia declares war on a city-state because that's their unique ability, and you know AIs get all pissy, like, hey, why'd you have to take over that city-state? Everyone denounces them, so Genghis Khan's like, well, fuck it, and then he just plays into that role. Since there's no city-states for Mongolia to destroy, he's played so peacefully, and everyone seems to like him. It's pretty funny. Of course, I did get the next vote. God dang it, I don't want this vote. Oh my gosh, so Carthage was embargoed. Man, poor Carthage, fudge. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Okay, let's see. What are we gonna do here? What do I want to pass? Embargo myself? Can I embargo myself? The Zulu? I think I can. Can't embargo Carthage, already in effect. If I can embargo myself, that would be perfect. Or Greece. I cannot embargo myself. What kind of bullshit is this? This is some bullshit. Banning of luxuries. I don't know. I guess I can go for the World's Fair. Yeah, let's go. That seems like the most appropriate because that usually gets voted in anyways. So yeah, I mean, let's go for the World's Fair. That'll be exciting to see exactly who finishes that anyways. So I'm okay with doing that. I mean, that's one that always happens anyways, and it will be fun to see exactly what Civ wins. Okay, so yeah, apparently people really don't like city-states. Everyone voted yay for that, and Carthage was embargoed. Sorry, buddy. So you're going to have a very tough time now keeping up that military, which could be bad since the Zulu are right at the south of you. Zulu are right down at the south. Got a bunch of denouncements of Austria, Persia. Persia hasn't done anything. Persia really hasn't done anything. See, the key part here, though, of the Ottomans grabbing Constantinople, well, actually, it kind of sucks because I'm sure they don't have open borders with Carthage, so they can't get their fleet from the Black Sea over here, but the Ottomans now definitely kind of have more of a spot to attack Babylon in. It's not going to happen. Babylon's not going to fall. They're too strong. For a two-city civ and to be fighting this huge coalition, now we just need to see the Ottomans join in, and I'll be incredibly impressed if if Babylon can fight against all of them. I mean, you have to give their location some credit too. They're at a very good spot where, like, the north, it's extremely difficult to attack Babylon from the north because of these mountain ranges. You also have rivers around Babylon that makes it extremely tough. This city, on the other hand, not as hard, but there are way less tiles. Still, there's still a lot of, there's not very many tiles you can use to attack the city. All right, guys, looks like I'm going to have to stop right there before I check out what the spies... Oh, there's a peace deal that just went down. Let me check. Let me go and check what the spy said. Let's go and check what the spy said. All right, so what's going on? Sweden is plotting against Denmark, and I think we're going to see the same thing. Copenhagen uncovered that Harold is secretly plotting against... Oh, okay, so Sweden's plotting against Denmark, while Denmark is just plotting against the Celts. All right. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.